Yo, what's good? What's going on with y'all tonight? So I just heard that Migos and Young Thug has an upcoming mixtape together. You see the title right there. The album art is kind of different in a way. YRN, YSL, Rich Gang, QC. I mean, it's all different, you dig? But at the end of the day, do we care? We seen Future and Drake drop a project, so this hints to more people coming out and releasing a project together. And I think this one will be a little easier because if I'm correct, ain't both acts signed to 300 Entertainment. So at the end of the day, who knows what we'll get? You dig? I'm not interested in going to look at no vlogs they doing talking about the project or whatever, what have you. I mean, it should be different in my personal opinion. Migos kind of have the same flow patterns, you dig? And I think they put out enough music this year. They put out an album, then they put out Back to the Bando, and I heard they're working on No Label 3. Young Thug put out Slime Season this year. What else he put out? I think that's about it. I could be wrong, but I just feel like Migos is they put in the work, but at the end of the day, they gonna have to come with something new and refreshing come 2016 because their style of rap it's gonna get boring. You got the Migos, you got Skipper the Flipper, and a couple other Atlanta artists that I've been hearing, they using that same Migos flow. And I'm like, well, shit, if everybody sound the same, then what the fuck separates this guy from that guy or this group from this group? Eventually people going to jump off that wave. We've seen this in hip-hop before where everybody's following one thing. Before the Jay-Z did the DOA, everybody used auto-tune. He didn't kill auto-tune by making a song. Before a brief moment, people wasn't using it. Now everybody seems to have auto-tune in their music, and everybody seems to be doing this Migo flow. And I just feel like it's gonna get old quick. As far as Young Thug, he does make okay music, cool music, you know what I mean? Nothing on the Billboard charts, nothing is charting. I don't know what's wrong with him. He was putting out bangers at one point in time, you know what I mean? But I feel like Migos have more of a, I don't know who has a better following. I just feel like they make a little bit more creative, different style music far as, singles and, followers and views and shit like that. I'm just gonna say they're a little bit more popping than Young Thug. And that's not even nothing, to be arguing about in the comment section because it's Migos and Young Thug. They're rappers, they're not lyricists. You dig? But I would definitely say that Migos is a little bit more relevant than Young Thug. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. We all waiting for this project. I'm only listening to it, basically to listen to it and review it because people want to hear my opinion on it. I respect their grind as artists, but I mean, they're just rappers at the end of the day. They're not no lyricists, and I think a lot of people sometimes get the two mistaken. Lyricists are lyricists, and rappers are rappers. Like, y'all should know the difference. The Futures, the Migos, Young Thugs, Drake, rappers. You know what I mean? Then you got lyricists, you got Logic, you got J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, you got Lupe in there, King Los. Those are lyricists. People got to learn to separate the two, you dig? But, I mean, who knows what this, can come about. I mean, do I feel like they went into the studio and recorded this project? No. They worked many times before. It can just be old tracks reworked. We'll be able to tell by the sound. Always listen for the sound. Listen for the slang, the lyrics, because we all know what's current right now as far as slang and far as anything that's popping from social media, fashion, what else? The type of instrumentals, production. So you'll be able to tell, especially with vocabulary, if it's dated or not. You got to pay close attention to that because sometimes you will hear some shit and you be like, wait, they was talking about that shit in 2010. They don't talk about that no more. You feel me? You'll come across shit like that. So you got to just pay attention. But as for me, I mean, other than that, who knows? You know what I mean? I just hope it's just not Migos and Young Thug. Reach out to, other artists and feature them on a project. It just don't have to be Southern artists. Just reach out to other artists and make it different. But if it's the same formula as what Migos and Young Thug do, it's not going to be nothing too dope. Far as streams, people may stream it. Far as downloads, people may download it, listen to it. But it's nothing to be too crazy over. And I don't think nobody's anticipating this like the Drake and Future project. You know what I mean? But that's just me talking. What do I know? I'm not in the industry, but y'all let me know how y'all feel about this. I just came across this news, thought I'd put my personal opinion on it. No hate, no shade, no bias, just telling the truth, man. At the end of the day, that's all we can do. I just wish that more artists that we all appreciate and like would start putting out mixtapes again, because the mixtape game seems to be missing a lot of, you know, good artists, and we still get these artists that's cool, but it's just like, where's the artists we want to see? You know, Lloyd Banks, Cold Corner 3. Um, who else that we fuck with like that? I want to see Nicki back in the mixtape game. You know what I mean? Lil Wayne, I feel, should drop shit, the Drought 4 or something, or what was it? We was waiting on Dedication 6. You know, something of that nature. Tyga been doing cool. It's just other artists. I can't think. Nipsey Hussle. We still, where's Victory Lap? It's just so many other artists that I want to see projects from that it just seemed like, we just waiting in the wind. We still ain't got Lil Baby Free Crack 3. We still ain't got what's her name? Katie Got Bench, Drilly Clinton 3. You know, so forth and so on. Couple of Sosa mixtapes, Fredo Santana mixtape. Uh, Lil Reese got one dropping. So it's just other artists other than just, you know, no hate to, you know, the Migos or Young Thug. It's just that I feel like it just needs to be more variety of artists dropping, you know what I mean? Because they really have fans out here that's waiting, and it just seemed like they stuck in limbo. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll holler at y'all, man. One.